Hi, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I'm May, and this is going to be my tier ranking every spooky-ish book that I've ever read in the past 3 years of me reading books again. I have the tier ranking. I added in all the books that I could remember. I think it's like 44 books. There's probably actually more, because this is just off of my story graph. And I did switch to Goodreads one of the years, so there might be books I just don't have on here, but I feel like 44 is enough to be tier ranking. And I am going to change the categories. So we're going to do did not like, stay away from. And then we're going to do God do not even remember. And then we're going to do fun for Halloween, but nothing special. Really loved and fit the spooky mood perfectly. Really loved, but not necessarily the best spooky vibes. Those are gonna be the categories. So we have really loved and fit the spooky. Oh, that's supposed to say mood. LOL, not me realizing that I misspelled mood perfectly. Okay, so we have really loved and fit the spooky mood perfectly. Really loved, but not necessarily the best spooky vibes. Fun for Halloween, but nothing special. God do not even remember, and then did not like, stay away from. I think this is gonna be fun. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in order of like the books, and I honestly don't remember enough of a lot of these to like actually give you descriptions. So I'm just gonna tell you my feelings on them, and if you're curious about any of them, you can gladly look up on Storygraph. I'm sure I've talked about some of these in a video that you could probably go find. This first one is Can't Wait to Be Dead, which I actually know the author, so I'm a little biased about this book, but this book came out during Halloween one year. During October, I mean, one year. But I don't necessarily think that it needs to be read specifically in Halloween, like around Halloween. So I really loved it, and I really loved the entire series, but I don't think that it's like a must read for October. I think you could really enjoy it any time of year. It's just like a vampire, YA vampire about a vampire who's a magician. It's actually like not magician, musician. That's a whole different book. It's like actually based off of one of my favorite movies, which is Only Lovers Left Alive. So I really love it, and I do recommend it. I just don't think that you have to like immediately read it for October, and you can't read it any other time of year. Some of these books I think are only good in October, or like in September leading into October. This is not one of those. This one I feel like you could just pick up and read and be able to enjoy it, whenever you felt like it. Some of these are not directly related to Halloween, but like I said, I think they're meant to be read in, the spooky season. Like Fall at Once, this is a fall romance. I really didn't love this to begin with, but I think you could enjoy it like just for the season. Like for the season, you could just read it. I think it's really short, like probably less than 100 pages. It's just a simple small town romance. I think, it's nothing crazy. You probably wouldn't love it. You probably wouldn't rate it a bajillion stars, but it's enough that you could be like, okay, well, it counts towards my goal. We're good. The Nightmares. I'm so sorry that they're getting cut off like this, but this is the Nightmares facility. And I really loved this entire series. This is the next one. It's what are they called actually? Let me Google it. It's The Nightmare's Kiss, and then The Revenant's Heart. And there's a third one that just came out called The Imaginary Friends Obsession, which I have not read, but I'm very excited for. These are like the perfect books for October. Like they're essentially monster smut, but the first one is like a shadow daddy who's literally a shadow, and the second one is like a Frankenstein man. And they're just like pure smut, but they're like so perfect. Like I recommend really reading these in October or like in September leading up to the spooky season, but I think they're perfectly fit for this season, and I you could probably read them in like other times of the year, but I feel like to really nail the vibes, it needs to be September or October. Okay. This series is called Tricked, and I hated it. And there's actually another one. Here it is. There's 1 and 2. I hated it. So, the reason why I hated these 2 books is because in the author's note, the author was like, this story's so crazy that you're gonna get instituted after finishing it. Like, this is gonna make you feel like you're losing your mind. And then it was like the most basic fucking ghost story that I've ever read in my life. And actually, fun story, the author actually saw my review because it's an indie author. And I don't tend to harp on indie authors, but I literally was like, this author was like, this is gonna blow your mind and make you want to go to a mental institute. But then I was like, it was just a ghost story. It was just like a really basic, not even scary ghost story. So I would really recommend staying away from the Tricked series. I don't think it has any redeeming qualities. I don't think it has anything really that stand out about it. I would recommend reading it any time of the year, especially not in October. This is going into really loved and fit the spooky mood perfectly. This is a ghost face story pretty much. Like, it's just like smut. It's just a man in a mask, you know, and he's like stalking her and they're gonna have sex and it's great. Okay? It's fantastic. And then Pumpkin Spice and Poltergeist, I would also say really fits the spooky mood perfectly, but it's like the cozy spooky vibes. It's essentially like a girl who runs a cafe and she accidentally summons her ex-girlfriend from the dead, like her ghost, and then they have to like work together to figure out who murdered her. And it's like not particularly set specifically in Halloween, but it is like set like in the fall season. Like, it is very much set in the fall. So I feel like you would really need to read it in the fall to get the full vibes of it all. And I really, really love this one. I didn't love the second one as much, but it's like I should have made a different category. Hold on. Let's do... Okay, I'm gonna do fun. Okay, hold on. This is gonna be like my... Hold on, this is gonna be fun for spooky season. I'm gonna change this to spooky season because, like... But nothing special. That's kind of how I feel about this one. This one is also set very near Halloween. And it's fun, but it's not amazing. Pumpkin Spice Love, I don't remember it, and I checked on Storygraph, and I did not give it a very high review, so, like, I don't remember it, and I guess I didn't really love it anyway. Graveyard Shift. It's gonna go into really loved, but not necessarily the best spooky vibes. And also... This is how I feel about Graveyard Shift. It's by ML Rio, and in a video, a very recent video, I went on a whole 15-minute tangent about ML Rio. I really like Graveyard Shift. It's giving, like, Scooby-Doo gang. But I don't think it needs to be read specifically in Halloween. I think it can be read any time of year, and you would enjoy it. I gave it, like, a 4, I think. I really, really, really liked it. I just don't think it's, like, one of those books where it's, like, really heavily set around Halloween. So you could just, like, March, April, May, June, July, you know, whatever, just pick it up. The Cavendish Home for Boys and Girls. I'm debating. Yeah, I think I will put it here. I think I will. Actually... Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna put that one as there for the exact same reason. Everyone that goes in this category is just gonna be like, they're really good books, but they don't give Halloween vibes, pretty much. So this is following a story of these 2 younger kids who live by a child's home where people go and just never return. And if they do return, they return changed. So they have to go investigate what's happening inside of the children's home. And it's really scary. Like, it gave me the chills, but it's not like it's like a scary book that can be read whenever. And then, unpopular opinion. I see Butchered and Blackbird read all the time. And I'm gonna put the first one in really loved and fit the spooky mood perfectly, but I'm putting the rest of the series in fun for spooky season, but nothing special. I did not really love the rest of the series. Like, it's very hit or miss for me. I'm sorry. So Butchered and Blackbird is about two serial killers who end up like competing against each other in like a yearly serial killing off. So it has like the murderous, graphic, gory vibes that a lot of people would look for in Halloween times. So I do think it's like a really good book. I think it's one of the most like it's like the book that I see people read the most in Halloween that's not directly about Halloween. Like it's a lot of books that people a book that people pick up a lot this time of year. So I do think it has the vibes, but I just don't like the rest of the series. That's my hot take. Okay, Charming the Devil, which is a series. I'm gonna put really loved and fit the mood, spooky mood perfectly. Where is the rest of the series? I'm gonna put them all in that category. Did I not actually get those ones? No, it's Charming Your Dad. Charming Your Dad. Oh, I don't think I have that one. I found it. So that's an entire series. I think they're all fucking amazing. They're mostly smutty, but it's like the first one, Charming Your Dad, is about a girl whose boyfriend cheats on her, I think, and she decides to get back at him by sleeping with his dad. But his dad isn't just anyone. I think his dad's like a demon or something like that. And then it's like the second one is trying to romance the devil. And then the third one, I actually believe, if I'm remembering right, is like multiple people screwing around. Like it's like a throuple, I believe, if I'm remembering right. So they're so good. They have like the hot, sexy, spooky vibes that some people look for. Midnight Mischief, I don't remember at all. I simply don't remember at all. Scream for Us? Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna put this here, but that's because there is a full-size book that I'm gonna put in fit the mood perfectly. So Scream for Us is actually like the first 100 pages of Bloodshed, but I think Scream for Us on its own isn't as amazing as reading the entire Bloodshed book. Like Scream for Us is like a little bit of a taster of what it is, and I think if you read just that, like, and you didn't want a full-size book, I think it'd be really fun. But if you're wanting like all the vibes, I would just recommend just reading straight through Bloodshed. And then Taste Like Candy, really love, but not necessarily the perfect spooky vibes. I think you can read it anytime. It's about this group of girls who are doing like a senior get together. Like I can't remember exactly if it was like a hunt for things or if it was just like a last hooray or what. But they go to an amusement park, and at the amusement park they start getting slaughtered. And they have no idea who's slaughtering them, and the deaths are very done in a really silly, fun way that really, I really enjoyed. Like, I don't want to say, like, I enjoyed people getting killed, but I think they're not done, like, in the typical, like, stab them, shoot them. Like, they really take in the amusement park vibes, and I really loved it. So, Happily Haunted Afters, I just don't remember these. I don't. And I know the second one is A Ghost of a Chance. I just don't remember it. I just don't remember it. Yeah, I just don't remember it. So that leads us to Burn with Jack. I love. It's also smut. Most of these are gonna be smut, but it's really good for Halloween. I really recommend reading. I actually recommend reading it this Halloween. Actually, you still have like 20 days. Read it. Read it right now. Mr. October, I think, is really fun. Like a fun, spooky, fun, romantic, spooky book, but nothing super special. Wickedly Sweet, I think, also really fits the Halloween vibes. It is like these guys in masks who chase people through the woods, put a spell on you. I don't remember it at all. And then the Murdering Girls Guide of Magic. This is a set. I really loved every single one of these books, but you could read them anytime. Really, really recommend them as like vampire and werewolf romances, but any time of year. I love them. Carving for Kara. I talked about this in a video. It is the weirdest smut that I've ever read, but it's perfect for Halloween. So read it. Spookily Yours, I actually didn't love this one as much as I do the second one, but it's still really fun for the spooky season. It actually has spook in the title, so it's perfect for the season. I just didn't love it. Hunted Hearts. Listen, okay? It's... I have, like... I don't remember the plot at all, but I remember liking it, if that makes sense. Like, I gave it 5 stars, but I don't remember it, so I guess I should technically put it in the God I do not even remember, because maybe that's a sign that I don't... Maybe I shouldn't be recommending it to people. And then Can't Wait to Be Half Alive is the second book, and the Can't Wait to Be Dead. I'll also just go ahead and put Can't Wait to Be Resurrected. Still really loved, but same reason as that one. How does it feel? Okay. Same thing as last. I'm gonna put there's actually 2 other books and I forgot to put them, but it doesn't matter because they would all be in this category anyways. How Does It Feel is another one that I see people read a lot for Halloween. And don't get me wrong, it is dark and the smut is crazy. And the author's note literally says, like, I don't want you to finish this book, I want this book to finish you. Love the vibes. Read it anytime that you want. And then Witchedly Yours, I fucking love this book. It was so much better than the first one, and I think there's actually a third one out now that I just haven't had the chance to get to. Love it. Recommend it. Read it immediately. As soon as this video is over, you should actually go read it. Yeah, that's how much I enjoyed it. The Prince of Crows was a really, really short, like, autumn romance, and I would say it's fun, but nothing special. It's also, like, only, like, 80 pages. The Night Before Christmas, you guys should fucking know. I talk about this book all the time. I fucking love it. Read it. Read it! Technically, it could be read during Halloween or Christmas. I'm slightly partial to reading it for Halloween. Okay, listen. Lights Out, I don't like it. And I think that's a hot take. I think a lot of the girlies like the book. I don't like it. I don't like it, and I tried literally so hard to like it. I know you can't perfectly see them. I'll scroll down at the end so you can see all the thingies, but I'm trying to avoid the ads that are at the top and the bottom of the screen because I'm not going to give them endorsements. You're not paying me. I don't want to show the ads to everyone on a YouTube video. Fuck yourself. So, Lights Out is following a girl who has like a big giant crush on a TikTok guy who wears a mask and like makes thirst traps. I thought it was gonna be like an actual masked man, like he was like an actual masked man, not a fucking TikToker. That's just fucking cringe to me. Him being an actual TikToker is cringe. If you have any mention of TikTok in your book, I'm gonna automatically fucking hate it. I'm sorry, that's an immediate no for me. I did finish it. I think I gave it 3 stars, but actually I think in hindsight I'd give it like a 2-star. I was trying so hard to like it because everyone else was like, it's so good, it's so hot. And I'm like, no, I had the ick from him. I did not enjoy it. Okay. And then we're almost done. Hollow's Frights. This is really good. It is taking place at like a haunted house, but it's actually haunted. Like the people working there are actually like ghosts and vampires and demons, but no one knows that. Like the general public doesn't know that. Well, one of the characters ends up finding out the truth. Yeah, I'll leave it there. Bloodbath is the second book to Bloodshed, and we waited a really long time for it, and I don't recall loving it as much as the first one, but I think I'll still put it here because it does have like some weird stuff happening with pumpkins and a cult, and it's definitely for Halloween. We're almost done. Bewitched by You, I don't remember. Awkward in October, I didn't really love. It was just like a little cringe romance, and then this is just a duplicate because I have the other one right there. So that's the tier ranking. I am gonna scroll down. So in the really loved and fit the spooky mood perfectly category, we have The Nightmare's Kiss, The Reverence Facility, Unmasking Obsession, Pumpkin Spice and Poltergeist, Butcher and Blackbird, Charming the Devil, Charming Your Dad, Charming as Hell, Bloodshed, Burn for Jack, Wickedly Yours, Wickedly Sweet, Carving for Cora, Nightmare Before Christmas, Hollow's Frights, and Bloodbath. So most of the books ended up being in this category, which is great. Really love, but not necessarily the best spooky vibes, is Graveyard Shift, Can't Wait to Be Dead, The Cavendish Homes for Boys and Girls, Tastes Like Candy, The Muttering Girl's Guide of Magic, How to Fake Date a Vampire, and Romance Rules for Werewolves. And then we also have Can't Wait to Be Half Alive, Can't Wait to Be Resurrected, and then How Does It Feel? In the fun for spooky season, but nothing special, like I didn't really particularly love them, we have Fall at Once, Curses and Cold Brew, Scythe and Sparrow, Leather and Lark, Scream for Us, Mr. October, Spookily Yours, and The Prince of Crows. And the God I do not even remember. And a lot of these I actually did give a high rating. I just have no recollection of reading these books. Since then, we have Pumpkin Spice Love, Happily Haunted Afters, Midnight Mischief, A Ghost of Chance, Put a Spell on You, Hunted Heart, Bewitched by You. And then we have, in the Did Not Like, Stay Away From, we have the Tricked series, books 1 and 2, Lights Out, and Awkward in October. That's a pretty solid tier ranking, in my opinion. Everyone in this category, the first category, I think you should read immediately. Like, you should drop your entire TBR and go read these immediately. This is the video. I hope that you guys have liked this. I hope that this gives you guys some recommendations. Maybe it tells you what books to save for a later date. Maybe it tells you which ones to stay away from. I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching.